If you've ever tried eating intuitively and it still feels like you are hungry all the time and you're still overeating, you're not losing any weight, and you want to learn how to be able to trust your body to help you be as healthy as you can, I'm going to give you a few tips in this video for how to reset your hunger and your satiety signals. Welcome to episode number 66 of Life Without Cravings. If you've ever tried eating intuitively and it still feels like you are hungry all the time and you're still overeating, you're not losing any weight, and you want to learn how to be able to trust your body to help you be as healthy as you can, I'm going to give you a few tips in this video for how to reset your hunger and your satiety signals, which will then allow you to start trusting your body and what it's actually telling you when it comes to how hungry you are and how much you should be eating. And I'll also quickly run you through what results we have had in my intuitive keto weight loss group after 5 weeks and show you how much weight they have lost in total. So here's what I've discovered with regards to intuitive eating, even on a low carb diet. Our bodies are, for a lack of a better word, addicted to eating. We are creatures of habit. So if you are used to eating 3 times per day, you're eating the same amount of food, the same types of foods every single day at the same time, or roughly the same time. Your body is going to be used to you doing this, and it's going to anticipate that this is going to happen today as well. And it's going to crave, it's going to make you hungry, and it's going to try to get you to eat at these times. And this goes for even if you're eating good foods, you're still going to be hungry at these times, whether you need that food or not. So if you then try to do intuitive eating and you're listening to your body's hunger signals and satiety signals, and it's still telling you that you're hungry, and maybe you're even gaining weight, it's probably because your hunger and satiety signals are a little bit off. You need to reset them in some way and then start listening. Okay, so how do we reset these? Now, there can be many, many reasons for why your hunger and satiety signals are out of whack. And what I'm going to suggest may or may not work for you. And it's also not the only way of doing it. It's just the way that we have been doing it inside my group. And it seems to be working for everyone who's done it so far. So if this isn't working for you, there are other things that you can try as well. So don't give up. And since the goal of my group is to learn to eat intuitively and to lose weight, we have started doing some intermittent fasting, and we are just about to do a 3-day fast together as a group. So fasting will help your body stop expecting foods at certain times during the day. And from my own experience, what I can tell you is that it takes about 3 days for my body to get used to not getting fed at a specific time. But fasting will also help in another way as well. It will lower the amount of insulin that your body is creating and secreting, and it will allow you to become a fat burner. And once you are really good at burning fat for energy, you won't have to rely on external sources of energy to actually have energy, because now when you're a fat burner, you're really good at using your body's own storage, your stored fat, and having all of that energy ready and usable will also let you tune into the true hunger signals. When your body is craving nutrition, when it's craving protein, when it's craving something that is important, it will let you know. So the better your body becomes at using these resources that you already have, the less reliant it will be on the external sources, and therefore you will be much more likely to be successful using intuitive eating to lose weight. So this is what we've been doing in my group, and so far the average weight loss per person after 5 weeks has been 10.5 pounds each. So I'm going to flash you through these graphics of what each person has lost. So participant number 1 has lost 12.2 pounds, which is 7.6% of her body mass when she started this program. She's most of the time eating quite high fat keto. Then she makes sure that she refeeds with a lot of nutritious protein. The second participant is very similar to the first. I think on average she might be eating a little bit more protein, but her rate of weight loss is very similar. It's 12.3 pounds in 5 weeks. Which is 6.7% of her body mass. And she just continues to lose very consistently, and this is looking really good. Now, here is the dark horse. Participant number 3, if you remember, he didn't lose any weight at all in the first 2 weeks. He has lost 13.4 pounds in 3 weeks. So all we needed to do, we needed to start tweaking a few things that I spoke about in the last video. And now it seems like he's unstoppable. The weight just keeps coming off. This is what his body has been waiting for. So it's going to be a lot of fun for me to watch what's going to happen in the last 3 weeks and how much weight he's actually going to be able to lose throughout this whole 8-week process. And then we have participant number 4, who is stuck on 7 pounds. And this is by choice. She has run into some other health-related issues that has nothing to do with the diet necessarily. So now we are more focused on her health and getting her to feel optimal before we start doing anything else again. But the good news is, as you can see, she's stable. If she want to continue losing weight, she can just do this in stages and she will be successful. But it will take a little bit longer than it does for the rest of the group, which I'm completely fine with. The most important thing is your health. You want to feel good. It doesn't matter if you have a little bit of extra weight for a while, you can still get it off when you are ready. And our last participant, I spoke about her last week. She was stuck and she had just started doing some exercise. And I was theorizing that there's probably some local inflammation because she's exercising, which will mean that she's holding on to water. As it turns out, it took a little bit longer than I would have liked it to do before she started losing again. But what we have seen after that is the day after she lifts any heavy weights or do any heavy exercise, the weight goes up every single time. And then it drops down with a little bit extra. So she's still moving in the right direction. So in total, she has now lost 7.4 pounds. And I, for one, would be very interested to see what is going to happen to her weight when she does a 72-hour fast, because she is also the participant that hasn't really wanted to do too much fasting. So this is going to be huge. And I can't wait to share with you what is going to happen when she does it. And since we're now in week 6, I am not going to share anything more with you until we are finished. I want this to be some kind of big reveal. I want to show you exactly what we've done for each person. I want to show you their pictures, where they were when they started, where they are when we ended. So I want to make this an exciting episode where you can see the differences. And with that said, I also want to let you know that I have just activated the membership option on my YouTube channel. So if you think that what I have to share is valuable and you want me to continue sharing advice and busting diet untruths online, please consider being a member, because every single dollar really helps. And I have a lot of things in the works that will come up on YouTube in the next month or so. And there will be a lot of new content being released, more of the short form content, a lot of really valuable tips, I'm hoping. So if you are not subscribed, please subscribe, then hit that bell button, because that one will give you a little notification whenever I release new material. I'll see you soon. Bye.